Hello, I'm ZDCap, and today we are playing Genesis Alpha 1. Right, I've already got my everything started up, so I've got a fair bit unlocked already, because I've been playing this game for a little while now. Right, let's get into it. Start mission.
When I was young, our dream was to go to the stars. And so we tried, gave our best, and in the end we made it into space. We came here to prove our machines, our courage. We came for the competition and for the vanity. We weren't ready yet. And the dream faded, became a nightmare, became propaganda and lies. But soon, our old dream became a global necessity. We needed resources. We needed more space and more food. We needed a perspective. After years of digging in the dust of Mars, the inventors gave us wings. The hyperdrive. Our ticket to not only Venus or Jupiter, but to Messier, to Andromeda, and to a galaxy we call Alpha 1. A galaxy full of bright suns and beautiful planets. A galaxy full of life. A new hope. An alliance of powerful corporations was forged, and Project Genesis initiated. The dream returned, and we became pioneers again. Arcs full of genetic material reached Alpha 1. Their goal? Finding a new home for its cargo, and to initiate a new Genesis for mankind. The best commanders were chosen to lead these starships, and like myself, you are one of them.
Welcome to the shipbuilding interface. Here you build and upgrade our ship.
Yeah, I already know what to do
Reactors
with...
provide the ship's power.
I clicked
Build
on the
more
wrong one.
reactors if the energy level is... This is a greenhouse. The
Yep.
concept of cultivating plants on board of our ship is central to the Genesis project. The corridor connects modules and is available in different designs. Make sure you balance the ship's layout between security and efficiency.
Like, I already have an idea on what kind of a ship I want to make. So this is going to be like sort of the starting, what I'm going to be starting with. Now of course, with this game you need to be able to gather resources, so you need right at the beginning.
Alpha Quadrant is full of shipwrecks. Our tractor beam module is a fast way to acquire already refined materials. Materials will be directly moved to the ship's storage. No to crew quarters. Each crew member needs a slot in one of these modules. If a crew member is sick or feels bad, you can most likely find them here.
Right, so we're not going to be able to use up all of the space that we've got right now. That's like 100% obvious.
This is the refined storage module. Production-ready materials leave the refinery and will be stored here. Keep an eye on our refined storage capacity. If we run out of space, the refining process will be placed on hold. Our refined materials...
Right, so this is all we need right now.
Weapon and ammunition supply.
It's like, it even tells you, it's like, all you need to begin with is a greenhouse, tractor beam, storage, and crew quarters. Because everything else that you're going to be wanting on this game is going to come into effect a little bit later. And of course, I start off with a not half bad sized crew either. I think it was 6 people. Like, I can throw 3 people into the greenhouse. I can throw 2 people into the tractor beam, and I can have 1 person on the bridge. And then all I need to do then is, well, stay in the tractor beam so we can create a workshop. Because we're going to need to make the workshop, so we need, like, framework and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it then. Of course, we're going to need a hyperdrive at some point. We're going to need to stick the hyperdrive down, and then we're going to need to stick a few other things down. The space assault ship, that'll come into play a lot later, but you'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's get started. Yeah, 6 crew capacity, yep. Rename the ship? Yeah. Let's change it to the USS WTF are we going? There we go, with the USS, what the fuck are we going? Where the fuck are we going? Yeah. Done. Start. We're closing into that date. Well, we could just skip this whole intro because all it's going to do is nothing really. I think this is our character. Now then, with this game it is kind of unique because depending on how many crew members you have equals the sheer amount of like lives you have, because every time you die
Job assigned.
and there we go, and then we'll get the last 2 people, because I do believe I have 6 people. Last 2 people to work in here.
Job assigned.
Alright, now whilst they do that, actually, we'll do it from here. Alright, so this is when, oh god, we're already in an area with a high danger. I mean, it does completely randomize. Right, so a few of these things have already been done. I've just got them working on framework, because that's the one thing we're going to need the most of at the moment. Of course, we've got to bring up our gun. We have to stay by here, because if we have anything pop downstairs, we need to kill it. If anything pops upstairs, we can kill it.
Resources collected.
Right, and this is all we're going to need to do for a fair while.
Welcome to the shipbuilding interface.
Like, I am going to want to make a second tractor beam
Modules can also be
after I
deconstructed
create the
if not
workshop, and I
satisfied with
need
the layout.
one more
If you have
framework in order to get the workshop. And then after that, what do I need for a tractor beam? I need 5 cables for a tractor beam, and we are able to collect cables already, which is kind of strange, in my opinion.
resource acquired.
There we go. Now that resource has been acquired, we can now go into defenses,
This
go
is
into
a
workshop.
module. Here we research and construct weapons and defenses. You can also configure
Throw that by there.
armor.
We have 60 room at the moment. We have no deposit slots yet. We will eventually get them. Lots of energy, not gonna lie.
Resource beaming complete.
Right, so we can rather do this and just wait for everything to happen.
Resources
There we go. We need a biotank in order to throw that down. Right. We need 3 frameworks for a biotank, or 1. But you see what I mean by, like, you gotta keep an eye, because if you don't keep an eye on them, they'll run around into your ship and start nesting, and then that nesting looks like an infection of some sort to the ship itself. And then it's just more will spawn and more will spawn, and then your ship will get overtaken and all of your crewmates will die, and you'll be going like, what the hell, how, why?
Resource beaming complete.
So you gotta keep an eye.
Resource acquired.
How much of anything else do we have? Right, we definitely need to get a hold of some gunpowder so we can start creating the turrets. But now we've made that. We're gonna run all the way down here.
Survival guide update. Access granted.
We start off with 3 turrets, and we're gonna want to use all of them, because we're gonna want
Resource
1 turret here,
Resources collected.
And of course we're going to want one here. And then we're eventually going to have... See, can we make anything else around here? No, we literally just need those two by there. That one there, because we can't create anything in any other direction at the moment. Because that's the one thing you've got to keep an eye on, is like how much of anything can you throw anywhere. Right, we can now make a biotank.
Will be stored here. Make sure we always have enough biomass in stock.
Right, biomass is a very important resource in this game as well. Like, how much biomass am I able to hold on to? We're able to hold on to 20 biomass with one of them. Right, so now we've emptied everything from there. Oh, we can get cables. Oh my god, we've actually got a very good starting area. Sulfur. Now then, we need these cables. But we can also help speed things up on this game, on any of the areas which collect resources. Nearly.
Resource acquired.
So of course we want to get a hold of like all of this cable so we can create another tractor beam, so that way we can go around collecting everywhere even quicker. No biomass drop from that guy that time. Right. Yeah. How many do we have now? We have 3 cables. How many do we need? We need 5, wasn't it? Yeah. So we start skipping to do 5. Why were you behind me?
Resources collected.
And 5. There we go. Now then. Now we want to go to our resources, and we want to get a second tractor beam. I'm going to stick this tractor beam. Can I stick it there? Nah, it's too close to everything. Right. So I'm going to stick it there. Alright, and then what we're going to want to do is we're going to grab this gun here. Stick that by there. Then we want to come to here. And we're going to want to grab one of the tractor beam people. And we're going to want to get hold of batteries next. In this area. And we'll get batteries in this area as well. So that way we've got both of them working on the same one, so that way it gets closer. Yeah, this is the infection that I was talking about. If you don't deal with it, then it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Always check underneath. I can hear that wet sludge sound, that means it's rather disappearing. Or coming up from somewhere else. Obviously something happened in this tractor beam. This is what I mean by like the infection will just spread across your ship, and when those things are completely up and about, you'll have like a fair few issues at that point. All we need as of right now is... Let's have a look. Well, they haven't actually been doing their job that much, have they? Alright. Let's just start skipping through this. I'll be back in a sec. Done. There we go. Because now, what we can do is we can go to these areas and we can have a look. See, framework, gunpowder, site. Right, now we're going to want all of that gunpowder, to be honest. And we're going to want that framework. So in other words, we hyperdrive to there. And we're now in the new area.
Resources collected.
Right. Now then, we're going to want one area to work on getting hold of those frames, and then this area can work on getting a hold of the gunpowder. Right, what does the planet actually have? The planet just has one site detected. Okay, so it doesn't really have anything special. Right. This game is mainly a long one where you have to wait for the resources to come by so you can create more stuff. And right now it's going to be starting off very slowly before like anything big happens, because we do have an entire star map to work with at the moment. Like this is the entire like star map, like everything. But what we can do for now is we can look to see what else is in, so we can get HCI plants. Alright, framework, sulfur, batteries, iron, cables. Like, not gonna lie, we've actually started off in quite a rich area. Gunpowder, framework, O2, fern, so we need that so we can create more of what we have, because we need to collect DNA samples of different beings in order to use, like, the other plants inside of the greenhouses. And the gunpowder. Right, so I'm going to be right back when I can do what I want to do next, so... Right, we've now got 5 framework and we've got 5 gunpowder. Our 6 gunpowder should be coming by quite soon, to be honest. Right, so what we're going to want now
This is the
is we're going to want a refinery.
Raw materials will be enhanced here. This process takes time. To increase refining speed,
Right.
assign engineers to work.
We're going to need to make some more access corridors, to be honest. Right, now you can see that my energy is now low, so this is when I need to make the life support reactor. For that, we need cables. And I need one more cable. Right, it also says that there are enemies. I've gone into the completely wrong area, my bad. Greenhouse, down this way, and then off to this direction. Also going to want to pick up as much of this stuff as possible. Right, but we've now got to figure out where I can get some more cables. That's gunpowder, that's gunpowder, that's gunpowder, so we need gunpowder definitely. So we'll go and grab a hold of that gunpowder now. Go and use it up, because you can like make new weapons, like you eventually learn more weapons. Like hell, I don't even remember that gun, to be perfectly honest. Ah, sweet, okay. Yeah, but we're going to want defenses, and what we're going to want for defenses is these turrets. I don't really use the shields, but what I do like to do with the shields, because I don't use them, is just max out what I can carry, max out what's in there, so that way I've got an abundance of them for when I actually do end up using them. The biotank capacity is a bit higher. This is for the harvester. Harvester is when you get the hanger. And of course, harvester speed is quicker, so that means I can send people out, they can come back, and it'll be even quicker if I just send them out as they are. Because I don't have anybody working here at the moment, I've got to physically do this. There are 3 things to make. There we go.
Access granted. Resources collected.
one there, so we've got one there. And then just to make sure no one comes up and goes down that way to the greenhouse, we're going to want at least one here. Now then, these turrets do have a limited amount of shots, like this has got 500 shots left. And they don't rinse through the shots like there's no tomorrow, thank God for that. Two robots, and to be perfectly honest, those robots are absolutely fucking useless right now. So, let me go deal with my robots. You may think what I'm doing is kind of stupid. It is not. Those robots are slow, and I don't actually know how to get rid of them any other way apart from physically killing them. Because the robots that we're going to want are the B1s, or the P1s. B1s are a black one type, and P1s are a pink one type. But of course we need framework. How many robots can we have as of right now? We can have 8. Right, so I've moved into another galaxy now because we ran out of resources in that one, and yeah, there's an infection fucking everywhere. Somebody just became sick. So we do need to collect the diseases. And yeah. A new type of enemy that's going to be spawning now. I'll grab as much of this crap as possible. We've literally just arrived in this place for this to start happening. So sadly, this area does not have a thing, but yeah, that stuff can happen. Your crewmates can get sick. I don't think you can get sick. Should just use the pistol to clear up that stuff because it has infinite ammo. I don't have any. Oh god, I do. There's no ammo. Yeah, I know I have no ammo. I have created it. Oh god, no. This is the last thing that I wanted to happen, to be honest. Would you wanna... Whoa, okay, they went all the way around to try and get a hold of me.
New clone research unlocked.
This is what I mean by this is going to be a minimal effort right now. Because we're also going to want one here. And because we're not going to have anything connecting it over there to here, we can have one right here. Right, and then we're going to want to go to the depository, which is one door down this way. I know I created it, but, you know, it's like when you've got so much shit going on.
Resources collected.
Throw that there. Now then, we'll go on a space journey.
Resource acquired.
You can have 4 people going on space journeys for you. We'll go on the space journey, we'll go to
Harvester
here.
destination set.
And grab everything. We'll be fine. Right. Alright, we're now on the planet. Right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is, of course, search for that fern. We need that fern. And they're always going to be very close to the ship, which is one amazing fact about this game. There we go. So of course, we just want the fern right now. As you can see, we're about to get attacked by an absolute metric shit ton of enemies. Right, and then the other thing that we want to do before we start collecting everything else is we want to search around for the special module. Every planet's going to have a special module. Oh. Search around the ship itself. Also, nothing. Nothing. Right, usually you'd see like a cross with like a blinking light, and that would indicate where the there it is.
20%. 40%. 60%. 80%. All phases complete.
What do we get? Okay, we can now find certain resources easier.
New clone research unlocked.
Oh, so it's not full. Right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
No, and we're fine.
0.
And that's the kind of stuff that you need to do on thing to find newer stuff. Like as I said, like sometimes you can have guys running about. Right. How much gunpowder do we have? We have 4 gunpowder. But we also now have that fern. And there's our robot, he's now on his way there. I don't know if it's gonna, no, it's not gonna class it as having the fern until we've actually, you know, used it, sort of a thing. So how much frames do we have? We don't have that many at all. We can have 3 hyperdrives, so that means heck, we can go far, to be honest. We can go anywhere on the planet. On the planet, in the universe.
Resources collected.
Right, the other thing that we need to do, let's have a look now. Right, we don't need people currently in those 2 areas. Let's see, we've got 2 people in gardening, so let's get them sorted. Yeah, see what I mean? Pop up by here. Right, let's go into the refineries. Actually, let's leave the refineries alone for a bit, because we do need more gunpowder. Now, we got the fern, so we can get an extra 2 people. Let's see. Do we have any other resources that we can see at the moment with O2? Nope. We are going to need to create that cloning station, though. Which we need more framework for. Great. Low risk area. We don't know what's over here yet. We don't have any fuel rods at all as of yet. So we'll just go straight into the middle area. So right. Person with the tractor beam has now become sick, so he's not going to be able to do any work for a while. Right, so now I've sorted that out.
A crew member has been killed.
Ah, fuck. Nope, this just happens nearly all the fucking time. To be honest, I thought that we had a pretty good... Right, we do need to collect as much of that stuff as possible. I do believe it is this crew member that is sick. Yeah, this crew member is sick, and we've lost one guy in the greenhouse. Okay. Right, I do believe I'm going to leave it there for today, and I will probably do another episode tomorrow. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that this is something that, isn't terrible. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya!